I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Wait, I forget what the voice I was doing. Rise and hello? Sorry, I just woke up. Rise and shine, early birds. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m.? Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing, I drift back to sleep. Oops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out, but it is Craig. I do want to catch up. Let's go to the gym. Hey my man, I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20? After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing, meet me at the gym. I stretch and I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw my blanket off and hey wait, I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front, stretching, of course. He spots me and waves enthusiastically. Oh. Hey, bro. Good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. Oh. You ready to kick some butt? Not help. With your help I am. I got the feeling this is gonna be less of me kicking butt and more Jim kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you here. Dude, bro, that means a lot. Bro. We headed to the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they can break me in half, and it seems like Craig is friends with all of them. Oh. He high fives and finger guns all the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money if spend my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. Nice. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be, walking. So I know we're on treadmills. Nice. Yeah. And those over there are ellipticals. Oh. Very good. What is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guaranteed all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? That is a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skulls with his thighs. He's trying to make his thighs so strong that he can crush people's skulls with them. Bro. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I work out. Oh, whoa. Were those wet eggplants? Girl. Those were wet eggplants. Oh no, Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing the buff thing? Couple of years. And what do you do when you're not dating, when you're not dadding or working or buffing? Oh, I coach my twins softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. Nice. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? I love learning. I try to live my life as close to Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I check out my hot bod. I don't know why I was gonna say dad bod. Usually when somebody says bod, the first word is dad. I guess I spend most of my time in front of the mirror admiring my Adonis like figure that I worked so hard to sculpt. By that I mean lay horizontal and watch bad television. Okay, that was kind of funny. We're jogging now. Oh god, we're jogging now. Listen, I have only ran on a treadmill one time, okay? I was in a weight training class and we only had to do it for like we like had to do it for like maybe like 60 seconds. Worst thing in my entire life. The only issue I have with the treadmill is that like I'm not fast, you know. I'm a little chunky, okay? I got some weight on me, okay? But we working on that. But I don't think I ever really had issue with speed, you know. But the problem with the treadmill is not that, because I could be on a treadmill for hours. Like walking, I have no issue with walking, okay? I could be on a treadmill for hours. I could run, okay? I do have asthma, but outside of that, I could run and I could be on a treadmill. The problem is that the entire time you're on a treadmill, you think you're gonna fall off, no matter what. Like the treadmills that I was on was those big ass like ones. Like usually the ones at the gym are quite small, but no, I was on like a big one and I still was like, I'm gonna fall off. I was like, I'm gonna fall off. And that's part of the reason of why. And I feel like that's probably most people's fear of treadmills, is that they have the fear of falling off. But if you didn't have that fear, I think a lot of people would be on the treadmill more. But also, I hate the bike. Okay, like I said, I'm a chunky girl, so that means this ass. His ass is chunky as well, and I can't say, I don't understand people. I guess I really do only really see a lot of like skinnier, smaller people on bikes, but I don't know how y'all do that, especially as women. That should look uncomfortable as fuck. I mean, I'm sure as a man it's uncomfortable, but like, nah, I just nope. No. I'll stick to my little step workouts, okay? My little 80s. It's 80s, right? My little the substance dances, okay? I will stick to that because that's what's working, but you know, to each is their own. I'm going. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my god, is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. Yes, you know, this is your first mistake, is trying to match somebody else's pace. And even if you're not even on a treadmill, okay? I always want to say that I'm a fast walker, but when you're walking with somebody else, it's the worst thing ever. Like when you're like, I think I'm a pretty fast walker, especially going like public high school here in America, when people, you gotta really, that shit feel like you driving, cause you gotta like get yourself through some gaps and shit, cause people always walking slow as hell. So you gotta really walk past to kind of like cut in front of somebody and cut in front of the other couple that's holding hands, and then cut in front of the people kissing it. Like literally, like you learn to walk fast in public high school. Well, probably middle school too. Well, so I know some people go to middle school in an elementary school. Mine was separated, but specifically high school. Every high school that I had been into was like crowded as fuck. I went to one that was like overcrowded at some point. It was the worst thing ever. And the worst part is while you're doing all of this, because these fucking dumbass brain dead children just be stopping in the middle of the fucking hallway, don't even realize that we're on a goddamn time limit. And time limit, like, I hate school, because how do you expect all 200 of your students to walk through your small ass, cramped ass hallways within 5 minutes? Especially for those who have to go up and down the stairs. I went to a high school that had a 5th floor, guys. A 5th floor. The fourth floor was under construction, so we had to go all the way up to the top. Okay, and we had to walk all the way up like 6 flights of stairs. Like, it was ridiculous. And they wanted us all to be on time, and if we weren't on time, we had to go back downstairs to the auditorium so that we would get a tardy pass, and that would go on our school attendance record. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? So, like, you really learn how to walk fast in high school here. Cause I almost listen. I really wish that all schools did the thing with a lot of the schools in Asia do, where just the teachers rotate. I wish that was a thing. I swear I wish that was a thing. It would also just be better, I guess, maybe not for the teachers, but it would like, that just seems so practical. The kids stay in the classroom and then only y'all rotate. Like, that just sounds so much better, and it's less people in the hallways. It's more practical for the students, because would you rather have like 10 teachers a floor, rotate around, or have all 200 of your students getting to where they need to go? It's so, like, it's ridiculous. It's real ridiculous. I really wish that was a thing, and it's not. And I don't know who the fuck decided it was a good thing for all of the students to walk to their different classrooms, because it's ridiculous. Please, 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 if y'all gonna change anything about the education system, change that. Change that, okay? Because please. Anyway, sorry, that was way off topic. That was way off topic. Sorry. Okay. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. Oh. And when we were at the party, and you vowed to make me feel better, And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You tell me to create a distraction, so of course I do a sick keg stand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from the fish tank at the party with my bare hands like an idiot. And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic. So you run up to me post keg stand with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped off the ground, and you're yelling at me that we have to leave. So we're running out of the frat party with the fish, and we're trying to give it mouth-to-mouth reception. And we get him home, and get him into a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And the next day, he's alive and well. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U, and they never will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts. Dude, bro, are you okay? Greg offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later. You don't have to put yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure? Yeah. Alright, well, here, I brought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be an apparent distaste. Speaking of green liquid in the gym, I used to be obsessed with this kale smoothie. Okay, when I was a kid, when we used to go to I forget what that gym is called, but it was like a fitness gym, but they also had like a kid like jungle gym thing. Basically, like, just you go to the gym as an adult, leave your kids in the jungle gym area or whatever. And my mom used to buy me this kale smoothie before I went in there, and I used to fuck that shit up in one gulp. I don't even understand kale. Like, I don't know how I don't know. Like, kale? Like, first of all, I didn't think kale was a real thing, okay? I thought kale was just some stupid made up shit for SpongeBob, okay? But I used to fuck that kale up so bad. I don't know what, and it just didn't, like, now that I'm thinking back at it, it just tasted like sand. Like you were just drinking sand. And it was protein shake. Listen, y'all got that. Protein shakes and all types of stuff. Y'all got that, or the, what's the shit called that people take? I was gonna call it pregame. That shit's not called pregame. But that shit that people, the scoop of the something, whatever, that helps people really get into the groove. I forget what that's called, but whatever you do, okay, to do what you gotta do in the gym, you do it for you, honey. Okay, you do what you do, but you will not catch me dead with a kale smoothie in my hands. You will not. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good. It's good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it. Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Good one. Well, I'm gonna put some ice on this. Everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me, literally. Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. I get home and lay on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh god, I'm so old. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. I arrive at Amanda's school. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I am relieved to see that I am only 2 minutes late. Wait, what room is it? Wait, sorry. I'm again reading words that don't exist. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks, oh. Head looks me up and down with heavy lined eyes. Come on, kid. I'm late for a meeting. Mr. who? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy. Are you gonna help? Okay, wise guy. Are you gonna help me or not? Oh, fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple of minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That youth punk sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Oh, fine, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Wow, you that's fucked up. No way, I'm officially late. I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be Tate. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does this thing where he blows into a crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, holding Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. I was gonna say, the unreliable narrator lesson for me was absolutely fun. We read Edgar. I feel like a nerd. I feel like such a nerd, but we read Edgar Allan Poe. I forget what that. Oh my god, I forget what it was called. But the one about the butler and the old man, we read that, and that's what we read for our little reliable narrator thing, scenario, whatever. Listen, and that shit was so fun. I just want to say that my 8th grade year, like, all of my teachers were the shit. Okay, I just want to say that they were the shit. Okay, we read Spider-Man. Okay, we read literal Miles Morales for school. Okay, I just want to say that shit was fun. That shit was so fun. Okay.
Sweet man, Chago.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbooks. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, budget cuts. Right? Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. Uh-oh. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk this up to seniorities, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hasn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important our school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Yes. They ever catch that rye? Yes. Nerds! It's okay. I'd be right there with them. I actually probably wouldn't have even left the classroom. I leave the classroom and make my way out of school. I'm still in a little bit of a shock that Amanda is able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali? Who's that? Damn. Okay. I might be a little out of touch, guys. Mario Batali. Okay, he's a chef. He's quite okay. You got it. You got it, Dad. Me. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Let's go to the mall. Yeah, let's go to the mall. Does that sound good to you? Yep, sure. By the mall. Jeez, can a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay because sometimes that's what kids do, and that's okay because also sometimes it is good to have a parent's perspective because you know maybe the parents have dealt with this and would have dealt with similar situations, and maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vegas said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Seniorities and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vegas' class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard MR is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'll get it. Okay. Who are you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah?
Hey.
What? No! Dad! Ugh. I can't believe you would.
Ugh.
Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Ugh. Gross. That is. I have definitely said that sequence before. That whole thing, ugh, included. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah! Language, Missy. Heck yeah! Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant plate of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and probably stoned teenager. We take a seat at the rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad, but also strangely delicious. We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? Sigh. Which meme? All memes? Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands. Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are an inside joke shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all of us used to have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but it just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and isn't funny. Oh shit, what up? Dad, please. Anyways, changing the subject. Where to now? I want to go to that golf store. What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as an anti-establishment despite being the exact representation of the establishment. Have y'all ever been to a Hot Topic in 2025? It's so sad in there, guys. It's so sad in there. I feel so old, but I mean, obviously not. I ain't that old. But Hot Topic. I saw Hot Topic, okay? And this damn Hot Topic was literally like a little mini Sanrio store. It was just a shit ton of Sanrio stuff, and like they turned on the lights. It was so bad. It was so bad. The lights were on, guys. The lights were on. I remember when you walked into a Hot Topic, you had to use the flashlight on your phone because you couldn't see anything. Now they actually turn the lights on. And yeah, now I am a girl who represents multiple different fandoms. I like a bunch of different types of music. I do like Sanrio characters. I'm not that big into it. I mean, I have a couple of Hello Kitty things, but it's just that. It's just, yeah. I did buy a Kuromi purse from there one time just to be funny for my birthday. I don't know where that purse went. It's gone. It's literally gone. But I like movies, TV shows, and all of that stuff. So I would find a way to fit into a Hot Topic regardless. But when I say I saw that fucking Hot Topic store and I was appalled. I was appalled. I was more appalled of the fact that they even had the lights on than all of the Sanrio stuff and all of that. I even saw like a ton of Disney shit in there. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is happening? What happened to the Hot Topics? It's not a Hot Topic anymore. What happened? Like, what happened, you guys? Why? What happened to the culture? You know? What happened? I don't know what story you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s. Dude, you gotta be more specific. The one where you threw up in that last time. Oh, that one.
Yeah.
See, like, this is appropriate. It's dark, and that's about it.
Yes.
There's a lot of colors in here. There it is. You can still kind of see the outline. I'm so proud. Speech, Amanda.
Right.
Speech. All right, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate a hysterical moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, but some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda, Ann housewife, had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead Goth and Beyond. Dead Goth and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over the display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh hey, chain wallets. I never understood chain anything. I had these pants, okay, that I think I actually bought from Hot Topic. I had these pants and the chain went all the way down to like my knee. And I took that shit off so fast. I was so sick of it. I was so sick of it. It just pissed me off so bad. And I don't think I ever wore those pants ever again. Well, Amanda busies. I'm like, what? Busies herself looking at band t-shirts. I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in Dead Goth and Beyond. I would be looking at the shirts. I barely know any of these bands. Cannibal Bone Party doesn't seem like music I enjoy, but they must be really happy that a retail outlet is carrying their merchandise. I hope their parents are really proud of them. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear. Whoa. Okay, Count Dracula. Okay. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, why do I feel like he should be British? Hold on. Let me get into it. Hold on. I gotta do different voices for everybody. Listen, when I brought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is head manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they're Victorian inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with the t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Datron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred, and hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag. It's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh cool, long haul paranormal ice road ghost trucks is on your what? Your favorite, right? Oh hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint dogmoan the twin brother truck driving, and the twin brother truck driving and hunting and wait, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo. Okay, I thought they were saying that the Callum and Flint was the actual truck. Like, like the truck. Ghost hunting duo find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Wait, we're about to die. I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're gonna die. That's because we're about to die, This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. This damn sandwich is good as hell. Sorry. Okay. Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'll see this as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think we can consider it a success. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food. Hope that no one talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. You will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? What? No. We have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early. Just because you said that. Watch. And early, even going earlier than early, they're still gonna be late. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with the store-bought veggie plate. I am a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. Ooh, this is fancy. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. See, told you. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs waft through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down and on a table next to the 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come over here. Come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Chris. You're kidding. Chris, Christian, and Christy. They're twins. They stare. Oh, God. They stare creepily and say nothing. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Alright. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. She looks complete opposite to him. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I have to go and look for him. What? You'll have to? Joseph takes a minute and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Tate and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Ha ha ha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All of the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. This is Robert. He lives just across the way. A man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. Oh, God. Hey, I'm Tate. It's nice to meet you. He takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed. Tate and his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. I told you not to call me Rob. Right, got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. He's not really a people person. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some food spread out on the table. I pick up some deviled eggs. I hate deviled eggs. No. Oof. Oh, gross. It's like you're like defiling the egg. And I already get weird about boiled eggs. Like, boiled eggs are cool and like they're cool like the first egg you eat. But if you eat any egg after that, like you eat more after that, it's like, nah, you want to throw that shit back up. It's like you remember that shit came out of a chicken. Or that it could have been a baby that you're eating. Okay, I just can't do it. It's one and done, babes, and not no damn deviled eggs. Nah. Amanda grabs the small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends.
Aww.
Come on, Dad. Who are you gonna party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad? Ugh, they're gonna talk about weather. Go, do it, make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at this social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shows me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the coffee spoon? What a cool guy and mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Ooh, okay. I think my favorite is Craig and Matt. Oh, and they're in the same cluster together. So I'm gonna do that. I do like Hugo too. He's great.
Oh.
Sorry, all the men at once kind of gave me whiplash there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the baby strapped to the chest for me. Let me really take a look at everybody on my screen here. Okay. I do. Out of all of them, I think I like Matt the most. But I like the certain things about each one of them. You know what I mean? I don't really like the beard here or the mustache here. He's clean shaven. But I also don't like this haircut. But I like the locks, honey. The man bun is kind of cute too. I'm a sucker for some glasses, babes. A sucker for some glasses. Tattoos. I like the two with the watches. His watch is gold though. He looks like he got like a Fitbit on. The baby is so cute. She's so cute. Ooh, okay. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over and say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they are a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and try to, godly nerd, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to the postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. I'll talk to Craig. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Great. Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro? Tiny bro. Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that stage. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settling in? Almost done. There's still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled. But I think we can upgrade the situation to livable. We did livable throughout the entirety of college. Yeah, my goal was for Amanda to live the sort of life that didn't involve eating spoonfuls of ranch as a plate cleanser between different types of pizzas. Ew. She still does though. Hey, she takes after her dad. Tate, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting leg crossed in the grass, picking weeds and picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is this, sweetheart? Oh, she's adorable. Oh, the little overalls. She's so sweet. This would probably be me. This is probably me. Let me see what she says. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. That's definitely me. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the crown and places it on top of his head. Oh, am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Hey Tate, this is my daughter. Hello, I'm... Alright. What? I'm Carmencista? Carmencista. You know what? We're gonna leave that one alone. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and your teacher?
Hey.
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna give me that overdue term paper? Hahaha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger games move from me. I'm very proud.
Oh.
She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Huh?
Hugo looks around at the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Huh?
Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into the gunner. That's crazy. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Smoking at a cookout where there's a bunch of dads around? Yeah. That's a death wish, but okay. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Hey.
Man, I do not envy Hugo. That last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sprinkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. In the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half of the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard too. Hugo walks back. That tiny child? Why is this tiny child smoking? I was not expecting this tiny ass child. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Tate, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest? Okay, I'm in the 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for failing economy. Whoa. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Hey.
See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we become the machine we once raged against. And accept our fate to ironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs and she keeps laughing. I see your point.
Oh, no.
As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time where it won't be like that. Is college where that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Tate. Go meet some of the other people around in the neighborhood. Oof, girly pop. That was quite the conversation. Oh Lord. Okay. Let's go talk to let's go talk to Robert and Brian.